Atlantic Broadband Cable, in cooperation with the South Union Township Supervisors, presents the South Union Township Sports Network. Today, via tape delay from the home of the Laurel Highlands High School boys soccer team here at Mustang Field, the Mustangs take on the West Mifflin Titans. Hi, everybody. I'm Brian Morozak with Jerry Dupay, and we welcome you aboard for tonight's boys soccer game. South Union Township Sports Network coverage is brought to you as a joint cooperative venture featuring Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon and Jason Scott, Atlantic Broadband Cable, Armstrong Cable, and our friends at CUTV, including Gary Smith. Again, I'm Brian Morozak with Jerry Dupay. We'll be back with the lineups for both teams after these messages.
Centers for Rehab Services, CRS, a part of UPMC and the Center for Sports Medicine, is a proud sponsor of the South Union Township Sports Network and its coverage of area youth sports. Make Centers for Rehab Services your choice for all of your physical and occupational therapy needs. CRS, located at 160 Wayland Smith Drive, provides physical therapy, occupational therapy, work injury programs, and hand therapy. Valuing patient satisfaction is one of their highest priorities. Centers for Rehab Services offers a patient-centered environment where each patient has an individualized treatment plan developed for their specific needs. They are experts in helping you recover from injuries, increase strength, and build endurance. CRS professionals have become highly skilled through a strong commitment to continuing education and advanced certifications to ensure the most cutting-edge and cost-effective treatment for their patients. Jim Burns, a lifetime Uniontown area resident, is a licensed physical therapist and facility director of the Uniontown location, as well as a field faculty instructor for Duquesne University and for the University of Pittsburgh School of Physical Therapy. He invites you to stop by his state-of-the-art location and discuss your rehabilitation needs. Center for Rehab Services is participating with most insurance plans, including all Highmark products, UPMC Health Plan, and Medicare. Available 5 days a week and offering extended hours for patient convenience. Patients are seen within 24 to 48 hours, and walk-ins are always welcome. Patients may also be seen through direct access, which does not require a physician's prescription. CRS worked with physicians and other healthcare providers to help you find relief, live your life again, and get you back into the game. For more information, call CRS at 724-437-7500. Where you treat for physical therapy is always your choice, so ask for Centers for Rehab Services. It's your health, it's your choice.
Chesler's Furniture at 601 Pittsburgh Street, Uniontown has been in business since 1950 and has a wide variety of furniture for all of your needs. At Chesler's, they have a wide assortment of living room recliners, kitchen sets, bedroom mattresses, and accessories that can decorate your home for years to come. Choose from many companies including Lazy Boy, Best, King Hickory, Hammery, Lancer, Wildwood, Von Bassett, and White Dove. Chesler's also services what they sell. Stop into Chesler's Fine Furniture, Route 51 north of Uniontown, and see Kim, Christy, Ted, and Rich. They'll be happy to help you with all of your needs. Chesler's Furniture, where customers send their friends. Laurel Highlands hosting West Mifflin boys soccer tonight here on the South Union Township Sports Network. I'm now going to turn it over to our public address announcer, Barry Rosner, for tonight's starting lineups.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the campus of Laurel Highlands Senior High School and Mustang Field, where tonight the Mustangs of Laurel Highlands is hosting the Titans of West Mifflin in a boys soccer game. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask if you would to direct your attention now down to the soccer field as we meet tonight's starting lineups. First of all, for our visitors, the West Mifflin Titans. Under the head coaching of Chad Perry, here is his starting lineup. A senior, number 17, Anthony Veltri. A senior, number 24, Cameron Short. A senior, number 7, Ethan Bayless. A junior, number 3, Braden Stevenson. A junior, number 27, Jake Kasuda. A sophomore, number 6, Nate Beck. A sophomore, number 11, Jaden Black. A freshman, number 6, Mason Bayless. A freshman, number 13, Carl Keel. A freshman, number 25, Dylan Weaver. And a goalkeeper, a senior, Tyler Beck. And now the starting lineup for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. Under the head coaching of Jerry Rogers and assisted by Jerry Rogers, here is their starting lineups. A senior, number 3, Jared Davis. A senior, number 32, Timmy Lucas. A senior, number 2, Tim Mahauko. A junior, number 8, Braden Steele. A junior, number 28, Connor Rapp. A junior, number 26, Todd Brown. A junior, number 7, Alec McClay. A sophomore, number 11, Colby Davis. A sophomore, number 25, Eli Mitchell. A sophomore, number 33, Dylan Seaman. And the goalkeeper, a sophomore, Jacob Campbell. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask if you would to please rise. And gentlemen, we ask if you would to please remove your hats in the honor of America and the singing of our national anthem from the 50-yard line by Laurel Highlands Junior, Lauren Schiffbauer.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave
and good luck to both teams.
Great job there by Laurel Highlands junior Lauren Schiffbauer, who, by the way, is the niece of Laurel Highlands head coach Jerry Rogers. We're back with the start of tonight's match. Laurel Highlands hosting West Mifflin boys soccer here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Tonight's game is being brought to you in part by State Representative Tim Mahoney of the 51st Legislative District. With offices in Uniontown and Chalk Hill, Representative Mahoney is dedicated to providing the best leadership and quality representation to his constituents. He can be reached at 66A Lebanon Avenue in Uniontown, 724-438-6100, and in Chalk Hill at 2925 National Pike, 724-437-2521. Good luck to all of the area teams from State Representative Tim Mahoney of the 51st Legislative District.
Important for people to know that we represent injured people to the best of our ability, and we've been successful doing that. And I don't say that to have people come to see us because we have been successful. I say that because it's true, and it's important.
Another important aspect is the experience that we have is local experience in the court system in Uniontown, in Washington, in Waynesburg.
Davis & Davis, attorneys at law.
We're back here at Laurel Highlands High School Mustang Field. The Laurel Highlands boys soccer team 11-4-1 overall, 7-2 in Section 3. AAA hosting the West Mifflin Titans. The Titans have had a pretty rough 2016 season, 3-11-2 overall, 2-8 in Section 4 AAA play. The Mustangs, of course, headed to the playoffs, currently tied with Ringgold for second place in the conference behind Bell Vernon. Ringgold and Laurel Highlands will meet on Saturday. The winner of that game will capture second place in the conference and certainly a better seed in the WPIAL playoffs. Are underway. Timmy Mahalko sending it along, knocked down there by Carl Keel of West Mifflin. Keel resetting here on the near side to Jaden Black as the Titans work it back on their back line to Anthony Veltri. Veltri playing it back to the keeper Tyler Beck. West Mifflin going with a 3-3-4 today. Braden Stevenson, Nate Beck, and Jake Asuda up front. Three freshmen in the midfield, including Carl Keel, Dylan Weaver, and Mason Bayless. Ethan Bayless, Jaden Black, Anthony Veltri, and Cameron Catrin Short in the back for the Titans with Tyler Beck in goal. West Mifflin starting 4 seniors, 2 juniors, 2 sophomores, and 3 freshmen here tonight. Laurel Highlands with 3 seniors, 4 juniors, and 4 sophomores in the lineup, with Colby Davis and Timmy Lucas up front. Eli Mitchell, Alec McLay, Connor Rapp, and Dylan Seaman in the midfield. And Timmy Mahalko, Jared Davis, Braden Steele, and Todd Brown in the back for the Mustangs, with Jacob Campbell in goal. Laurel Highlands coming off of a win over rival Uniontown last time out, and the Mustangs playing their penultimate game of the season as far as the regular season is concerned. They'll wrap things up in the regular season, playing a conference game at Ringgold before the WPIAL playoff pairings are announced next week. Here's Colby Davis, who leads the Mustangs with 25 goals on the season, off to Rapp, and now Davis again, top of the 18, fires, and the ball scooped up there by Tyler Beck. Beck gave up a baby rebound and then able to regain, and he'll boot it back to center almost 2 minutes in here for Mustang Field. Laurel Highlands, of course, in the home whites, blue numbers, red shorts, wearing the breast cancer awareness pink socks here again tonight. West Mifflin with their away blues, yellow numbers, little white trim in there as well for the Titans.
Here's a wrap again through the midfield, looking there for Dylan Seaman. Pass intercepted by Carl Keel. As the Titans work it forward to Braden Stevenson. Timmy Mahalko looking to send it out for the Mustangs. Headed there by Eli Mitchell, but not out. Eli trying to regain, and now we'll just send it out of play here on the near side to allow the Mustangs to reset defensively. Some of the storylines here tonight, of course, Laurel Highlands looking for a playoff tune-up. West Mifflin looking to end their season on a high note. The Titans will have one final game to play against Steel Valley. And, of course, these two teams met a couple of times over the last couple of years in the playoffs, back in 2012 and 2013, with Laurel Highlands winning both meetings. So these programs certainly familiar with one another. Jarrett Davis trying to move forward, got tripped up, nothing called. Nice slide tackle there from Jake Kasuda. West Mifflin looking for a cross out in front. Pass never got through. The ball went off of the Titans and out. For Laurel Highlands goal kick as Jacob Campbell put it down. Campbell with 6 clean sheets already this season for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. Played back to center over the head there of Colby Davis. Headed back by Dylan Weaver of West Mifflin out of the foot of Dylan Seaman. Seaman trying to touch it down to Eli Mitchell. Knocked down there by West Mifflin's Jaden Black. Seaman trying to regain off to Todd Brown, and Brown's going to send it down the far side. Connor Rapp on the run, but a one-hop back to Tyler Beck. Laurel Highlands in their last contest registered 30 shots on goal against the Uniontown Red Raiders. Scored 4 times in the contest. Braden Steele there on the backside. Jacob Campbell will come out and scoop it up for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. West Mifflin hasn't won in their last 4. Their last win back on October the 4th against McKee Sports. 4-0. Laurel Highlands, pretty strong streak of solid play, certainly showing good form at this point of the season. The Mustangs unbeaten in their last 5, including back-to-back shutouts against Albert Gallatin and Uniontown. The last Mustang loss, you have to go back to September the 27th against Bell Vernon. So nice to see the Mustangs fit and in good form as we enter the final week of the regular season with the postseason just ahead. Alec McLeay to trigger it in here on the far side for the Mustangs. Over the head of Timmy Lucas, chipped out there by Dylan Weaver. And Titans will play it back to center. Body there by Braden Steele, back to Jared Davis. Of course, very important for Laurel Highlands to get a result here today. Even though this is a non-conference game, will very much factor into the WPIAL playoff seeding against a West Mifflin team that, as we said, has had a subpar season at 3-11-2. The Titans rather young with 2 sophomores and 3 freshmen in their starting lineup today. Also had a couple of injuries as well throughout the course of the season. Play whistled down there on the far side. Actually put it down for a drop ball. You would call a jump ball if you were playing basketball. Rarely see that. And put it down again, Todd Brown and Jake Kasuda there. Kasuda wins it back, headed though by Braden Steele. Must have had an inadvertent whistle causing that drop ball. And now a free kick for West Mifflin. Jake Kasuda to take it from just inside the Laurel Highlands zone. Kasuda just a little chip over to Caterin Short. And then lost. Mason Bayless, the freshman, unable to keep it in play there for the Titans. Braden Steele playing it back and up to Colby Davis. Davis held without a goal in Laurel Highlands' last game against Uniontown after he netted 5 against Albert Gallatin 2 games ago. The Red Raiders kept Davis in check. He actually had 4 shots on goal in the opening 20 minutes. They couldn't get anything past Brandon Bell. And Davis another opportunity here, trying to fight off a double team. Comes forward, looking to send it over in Timmy Lucas's direction. Titans send it out of play. Eli Mitchell will take this throw in for Laurel Highlands. And they're actually going to rule this a corner kick. The ball going out of play to the camera left of the corner flag. As Mitchell sends it into the box. Headed there by Lucas, and a big save by Tyler Beck. Well, Laurel Highlands might be running into another hot keeper again tonight. Beck, a point-blank denial of Timmy Lucas on the header. Dylan Seaman, the last to touch it, out of play here on the near side. The Titans to take the throw-in. We played almost 8 minutes of soccer. West Mifflin and Laurel Highlands still scoreless. Seeing pretty even possession on both sides as well. As Anthony Veltri will fire it in. Todd Brown lets Jake Kasuda get by him. Look out into the box. The feed was made in the direction of Nate Beck, but intercepted by Laurel Highlands' Timmy Mahalko. Titans again trying to reset. Beck with it again. Beck working outside the box, tries to cross out in front. The ball pinballs around before it's sent back out by Eli Mitchell. Connor Rapp trying to play it along. Goes off to Dylan Seaman. Seaman reverses field. Set on the near side now to Eli Mitchell. Mitchell back through center. Jaden Black on Mitchell like a drape, but Mitchell able to play it forward there to Timmy Lucas. Lucas pressed there by Anthony Veltri. Centers out in front, and the shot goes high there from Connor Rapp. A nice field goal from Rapp tomorrow night. But tonight, the ball out of play for a West Mifflin goal kick. Almost a quarter of the way through this opening half. Beck, the senior keeper, to send it away again for the West Mifflin Titans. He looks ready for Halloween out there with the bright orange keeper kit trimmed in black. And Jacob Campbell tonight in the green keeper kit, black shorts, and the pink socks. Here's Colby Davis up to Timmy Lucas. Nice run here for Lucas. Lucas's shot just going wide on the far side. Alec McLay was camping on the far post. Couldn't get a piece of it. The ball going out of play for another West Mifflin goal kick. And certainly spot Beck from a mile away. Wonder if he wears that same kit when he goes for late night walks. Titans play it forward. Here to Nate Beck, back in the corner. Plays it along, but the only player there is the Mustangs' Jacob Campbell. Campbell had an easy night against Uniontown. The Red Raiders only registered one shot on goal against Campbell in Laurel Highlands' last match. It's touched the ball a few more times here in the opening 10 minutes. Jake Kasuda back at center. Braden Steele, pressure there by Braden Stevenson. Stevenson, a nice run into the box, was tripped up by Jarrett Davis. Nothing called. The ball actually went over the flag. Let's see if they rule this a throw-in or a corner kick from the far side. I did not see an indication on the field. And it looks like a throw-in. Kasuda to take it. He'll fire it into the box, trying to replicate a corner kick there. Goes to the top of the 18. Veltri picked it up and then was pressed as the Mustangs play it back to center. On the reset, Ethan Bayless. Near touch line, Jaden Black, the sophomore, losing it out of play. Eli Mitchell fires it back in for Laurel Highlands. Tripped up there, Dylan Seaman. We play on, and going down, Dylan Weaver for West Mifflin. Titans coached by Chad Perry, 2005 graduate of West Mifflin High School. Played his college soccer at Bethany. Timmy Mahalko fires it into Timmy Lucas. Lucas a little hacky sack forward there to Eli Mitchell. Bodies it down, crosses out in front, goes all the way through on the backside. Braden Steele chopping down for Laurel Highlands. Cattering Short defending there for West Mifflin. Ball off the Titans and out. Fired back and by Steele in the vicinity of Colby Davis. Back to Steele again on the far side. Looks to cross. Went off the body there of Dylan Weaver and out. Steele again to take another throw in. In the body of Rapp. Back to Steele again on the far side. Pressure there by Cattering Short. Centered out in front. And right to the keeper, Tyler Beck. Beck, a nice ball back to center over the head of Jarrett Davis. Pretty move there from Alec McClay. Titans again trying to reset. Braden Stevenson there on the far side. Pressured by Steele, and Stevenson pushed down just outside the box. Again, nothing called. Referees letting these two teams play for the most part tonight through 13 minutes of soccer. This match still scoreless, and Laurel Highlands getting set to make their first changes of the night. And we'll step aside for a quick timeout here on the Union Township Sports Network.
Creditors calling you day and night? Your debt overwhelms you? Although you may feel that you're in a hopeless situation, Zebley, Mahalev & White can help. We're a full-service local bankruptcy firm that knows what a difficult time this is and what to do to help you get a fresh start. Call Zebley, Mahalev & White today for a free consultation. Your hometown bankruptcy firm. Call us today.
Don't borrow more money until you talk to Zebley, Mahalev & White.
Back here at Mustang Field, Jamison Siebert entering the match for the Mustangs.
And number 21, Dom Margella.
And also checking in, Dom Margella. And Siebert sends it into Todd Brown. He'll fire it down the field. Colby Davis trying to track it down. Defending with the little header back to the keeper, Dylan Weaver. Tyler Beck looking to roll it out. Now he'll boot it back to center. Goes through Connor Rapp. Siebert defending there now for Laurel Highlands. He'll deflect back on the near side to Todd Brown. Brown looking for a chip to Timmy Mahalko. Picked off there by Nate Beck. And Beck on the run, 30 yards out. Now top of the 18, fires. And a save made by Jacob Campbell. Campbell actually deflected it out twice. Making a stellar save there for the Mustangs. As Beck put that just underneath the crossbar. Campbell having to show his hops to keep it out of the back of the net and actually swatted at it twice to keep it out. So we've seen some nice saves tonight on both sides. Campbell for the Mustangs and Tyler Beck for the West Mifflin Titans. Now the Mustangs with a counter back. Davis up to Lucas, and he'll fire and just send it high. Lucas so close for Laurel Highlands on the run back. So seeing plenty of scoring opportunities on both sides. Braden Stevenson now will get a quick breather here for the West Mifflin Titans. And we'll check on the new Titan entering. It's number 28, Tyler Van Kirk, the junior. That ball headed by Van Kirk. Up to Mason Bayless. Cattering Short sends it forward, headed back by Jarrett Davis.
Into the game for West Mifflin.
Dom Margella on the far side. Titans, though, pick it back up.
Trey Manspecker.
Trey Manspeaker also entered for the Titans. Manspeaker, the junior, wearing number 1. Lucas heads it along there to Colby Davis. On the defense, Anthony Veltri. Lucas a little more pressure, off to Davis again. Davis gets some support there from Seaman. Played wide to Connor Rapp. Headed back on the Titans side by Cattering Short. Mustangs, they'll pick it up again. Breaking free, Davis! And he just sends it wide here on the near side. Davis so close to picking up his 26th goal of the season. We actually did some double checking. Davis actually ranks 5th all-time at Laurel Highlands for single goals in a season. We thought he was actually at number 4, but we forgot about Drew DeBerry. How can we forget about Drew? What a wonderful Mustang soccer and baseball player that graduated just a few years ago. Drew currently number 2 at 29. You have Jason Bowers at 33, holding the single season mark at Laurel Highlands. Drew DeBerry at 29. Colby Davis's uncle Dieter Davis at 28. And Ryan Gesso, who also graduated a couple of years back, played with DeBerry, had 27 in a single season. So Davis currently at 25, still including today, 2 regular season games left and at least 1 playoff game to up that mark.
Into the game for the Titans, number 31, Zachary Schmood.
Zach Schmood, number 31, also re-entering on the West Mifflin side. Titans trying to reset here in the Laurel Highlands zone. A little chip there from Van Kirk. Sent free to Black. And the Mustangs' Jarrett Davis poking it back out to Dylan Seaman. Seaman forward here to Eli Mitchell. Mitchell back through center, fronted there by Kettering Short. But Eli Mitchell keeping possession on the Mustang side with a nice run down the near side. Mitchell still on it. Crosses out in front. Sent back to Mitchell near post. Mitchell trying to muscle his way in. And the Titans, Kettering Short, sending it out of play. Timmy Mahalko on the quick throw and over to Dylan Seaman. Lob into the box far side. And an offensive foul called here on Connor Rapp for knocking down a West Mifflin player inside the Titan zone. So a free kick for West Mifflin, again through 18 minutes of soccer. This match still scoreless here at Mustang Field. Brian Morozak alongside Jerry Dupé. Can we thank you for joining us here on the South Union Township Sports Network. Timmy Lucas trying to send it along there to Colby Davis. Connor Rapp back in the midfield, going wide here on the near side. Eli Mitchell. Mitchell trying to heel it back to Timmy Mahalko. Pressured off the ball by Jaden Black, and the Titans a nice run here. It's Nate Black with it. Nate Black just outside the box, trying to get around Jarrett Davis of Laurel Highlands. Centers it off to his left to Trey Manspeaker, and Manspeaker just able to send a low shot forward that's scooped up by Jacob Campbell. It's a lot of pressure put forth there out of the Titans, but not the quality shot they were looking for. Header there from Rapp onto the foot of Timmy Lucas. Lucas a little body shove there with Anthony Veltri. And we play on. Ball loose on the far side. Lucas finds it again. Lucas had his run forward slowed down as the ball sent out of play by Anthony Veltri. Mustangs fired back into Connor Rapp. Rapp on the far side trying to send it off to Dom Argella. Ball out of play off of Laurel Highlands and outs. West Mifflin says, hey, let's play on the other side. Goes back, though, to Todd Brown. Weaves his way around Kettering Shorts. Touch back to Rapp. Here's Dylan Seaman. And nice defense from Jaden Black. Seaman again, quick throw and going into Lucas. Lucas trying to dribble his way forward, got tripped up in the box. No call, we play on. And the Titans get a little poke there from Tyler Van Kirk and send it out on the far side. Played back in by Jamison Siebert all the way through on the near side. Eli Mitchell trying to track it down. The ball going out of play as Mitchell knocks down the near corner flag. Titans to take the throw in. More than midway through this first half, 19:29 left before halftime. This match still scoreless between Laurel Highlands and West Mifflin. Played up here to Manspeaker, the junior, into the Laurel Highlands zone. Run down the near touchline, sent it too far off of his own foot. Timmy Mahalko trying to take a quick throw in, but the Mustangs getting set to make 4 substitutions. So we'll take a quick timeout. 19:08 left here in the first half. This match scoreless. We're back in a moment here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
Good luck to the Mustangs from the South Union Township Supervisors, Rick Vernon, Jason Scott, and Robert Schiffbar.
Back here at Mustang Field, Jerry Freider, Dylan Rice among the
Re-entry for Laurel
new
Highlands,
Mustangs.
7, Alec McClay.
Alec McClay also
Number
back
8,
into the game.
Re-entry, Braden Steele.
Along with Braden Steele.
Into the game for Laurel Highlands, number 10, Dylan Rice. And number 4, Jerry Freider.
Ball off of Laurel Highlands and outs. Anthony Veltri to trigger it back in. A lob there from Veltri. Timmy Lucas sending down, counter in shorts. Ball back onto the foot of Braden Steele. Down the far side to McLay, fronted again by Jake Kasuda. Ball off of Kasuda and out. McLay fires it back in. And the Titans able to get the clear from Cameron Caterin shorts. Jarrett Davis on the Mustangs defensive line. Manspeaker looking to heel it forward. And the play whistle down on the offsides. Free kick now for the Mustangs, and the keeper Jacob Campbell will take it. Looking there for Jerry Freider. Freider going down, ball still loose, and finally cleared back by Tyler Van Kirk of West Mifflin. Manspeaker trying to run it down, headed off to the right by Jarrett Davis. Off to Braden Steele in traffic. A Manspeaker able to reset as the Titans send it forward to Nate Beck. Back top of the 18. Tries to send it off to his left, but Braden Steele finds it again there for Laurel Highlands. Steele looking there for Timmy Lucas, bodied down by Tyler Van Kirk. The ball goes off of Steele and out on the far side. Titans make another quick change, checking out Tyler Van Kirk. And back into the match, Ethan Bayless, number 7, the senior defender. Long throw in here down the far side. Caterin Short has been very involved tonight in the vicinity. Mustangs knock it out again, and Caterin Short will take another throw in. And lob it back here to Jake Kasuda, back to Caterin Short. Pressure there by McLay, and Alec McLay will play it down the far touchline. Down to Colby Davis. Davis trying to send it off to Timmy Lucas. Ball off of Lucas and into the Titans bench. Jake Kasuda again lobs it back in. Maybe too quickly there. Titans making another change. Carl Keel checking out. We'll check on the new Titan entering into the game. I believe it was Braden Stevenson checking back in.
Re-entry for West Mifflin, number 3, Braden Stevenson.
Throw-in going to Jaden Black. Played back to Anthony Veltri, who sends it high and out of play here on the near side. Timmy Mahalko taking the throw-in here for the Mustangs. Body there by Dylan Seaman. Mahalko sending it back in an open space. Jerry Freider trying to knock it down. Played back out by Dylan Weaver. And off of Laurel Highlands and outs. There's Braden Steele. Mustangs with numbers coming back. Steele trying to send it into the box. Deflected off a Titan. Shot fired on by Lucas. Loose near post. And Dylan Rice able to clean it up. Dylan Rice getting the Mustang goal. The assist going to Timmy Lucas as they beat Tyler Beck here at the 15:08 mark of the first half. Mustangs strike first, and we're back in a moment here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Number 10, Dylan Rice.
Back here at Laurel Highlands High School, the Mustang goal coming from an unlikely source. Dylan Rice picking up his first Laurel Highlands goal of the season. And puts the Mustangs up 1-0. Timmy Lucas picking up the assist. For Lucas, that's his 11th assist of the season. And the Mustangs taking an early 1-0 lead. Lucas firing the initial shot on. And Tyler Beck giving up the rebound on the near post. Dylan Rice saying thank you very much. And the Mustang junior with the finish. Nice to see Dylan picking up his first goal of the season. Coming in the Mustangs' penultimate regular season game. Todd Brown sending it along. Mustangs with the momentum right now, and a nice run here from Colby Davis. And the ball going back to Tyler Beck, and Beck will scoop it up. And he'll clear it over the Mustang bench. It's Laurel Highlands on the attack again. Fired into Timmy Lucas. Played back by Anthony Veltri and out on the far side. Alec McLeay lobbing it back. Over to Davis. Davis was looking to send it off to his left to Timmy Lucas. Titans play it back to Braden Stevenson. Here's Braden through the midfield. Alec McLeay sending it back along for Laurel Highlands. And Tyler Beck on the corral there for the Titans. On the foot of Timmy Mahalko, forward to Dylan Seaman. Now Mahalko again. Battling there with Caterin Shorts. Timmy finds it. Forward to another Timmy, Timmy Lucas, who's ruled out here on the near side. Titans to take the throw in. We're down at 12:49. Left here in the first half. Laurel Highlands a 1-0 lead on a Dylan Rice goal. At the 15:08 mark of the first half, Timmy Lucas picking up the assist. Ball off of West Mifflin's Jaden Black, and out Dylan Rice will take the throw in. And that goal might earn Dylan Rice a little more playing time here tonight. Getting the Mustang goal off the bench. Dylan Seaman has it now. Forward to Lucas. Back to Jerry Freider, who fires from about 23 yards out. Right at Tyler Beck. Freider, another Mustang, looking for his first goal of the season. Laurel Highlands down and looking for a playoff tune-up here tonight. Looking for a tune-up before their final section game of the season on Saturday at Ringgold. Going to win there will give Laurel Highlands second place in the conference. And will probably put them in the first half of the WPIAL playoff draw. That's important as well because the Mustangs are able to secure second place. They'll likely find themselves playing a third place team out of another conference instead of a second place team. And if the WPIAL does decide to award home playoff games in the first round, it'll give the Mustangs a better chance of hosting. This ball will be a West Mifflin throw in here from the near side. Into Dylan Rice. And Dylan loses it out of play.
West Mifflin. Number 13, Carl Keel.
And the ball lobbed into the box. And Braden Steele sending it back to center. Timmy Lucas heads it along, and Colby Davis will try to track it down. Davis, a one-on-one move. Defender falls down. Now Davis corrals, looks to center. The ball never got through to Timmy Lucas, but does come in open space to Jerry Freider. Jerry will fire, and his shot goes high and out of play for a West Mifflin goal kick. When Laurel Highlands and West Mifflin met in the playoffs back in 2013, it was a first-round game actually played here at Laurel Highlands High School. The Mustangs winning that game on October the 21st of 2013 by a score of 2-1. These two teams met at Bell Vernon at a neutral site during the 2012 playoffs in a preliminary round game won by Laurel Highlands by a score of 1-0. So you never know what the WPIAL playoff committee is going to throw at you. Whether they'll end up at home, in a neutral site, or on the road. And Laurel Highlands, one of those teams kind of in the middle of the pack as far as the playoffs are concerned. Again, currently tied for second place in the conference. They could fall into all three categories, I think, right now. They'd love to be back here at home. In the postseason, we'll find out next week. They take care of business on the road at Ringgold. They might find themselves at home, at least to start the WPIAL playoffs. Of course, the first time 4 classifications this season for WPIAL boys soccer, and also expanding the playoffs as well. Laurel Highlands getting a little sloppy there on their back line. Shot fired on by Nate Beck, and the save made there by Jacob Campbell into the final 9 minutes of this first half. Laurel Highlands still leading by a score of 1-0. We also have to send out congratulations to the Laurel Highlands girls soccer team. For the first time in 15 years, the Laurel Highlands girls have qualified for the playoffs. Did it with a 1-0 lead. A 1-0 win, at Mount Pleasant this past Wednesday. A couple of their players actually in front of us right now. One of them slipping on a little run back to the stands after heading off to the concession stand. Nice to see the support from the Laurel Highlands girls soccer team taking in the boys game here tonight. And the girls will actually be in action later on tonight, taking on Greensburg Central Catholic. But again, their big win on the road at Mount Pleasant, putting the Laurel Highlands girls into the postseason for the first time since 2001. And also of note, that was Mount Pleasant's first conference loss of the season as well. So a big win for the Laurel Highlands girls. And they also did it without one of their top scorers, Erica Tarr, who we found out, unfortunately, will not be able to return for the rest of this season due to an injury she sustained about a week and a half ago. Erica, of course, will be back for a senior season next year, but unfortunately out for the rest of the 2016 campaign. Players flying everywhere, but we're playing on. 7:34 left here in the first half. Still a 1-0 lead for Laurel Highlands over West Mifflin. Braden Stevenson trying to make his way back into the Mustang zone. Laurel Highlands playing it back out to Colby Davis. Off to Alec McLay. McLay, far side of the box, fires a low shot on. And the save made there by Tyler Beck. Beck on the quick throw out on the far side for West Mifflin. Knocked down there by Jarrett Davis. Looking there for brother Colby. Headed there by Alec McLay. Numbers again for the Mustangs. McLay fires. That ball off the foot of the keeper, Tyler Beck. And out of play. It'll be a Mustang corner kick. Connor Rapp to come over to take it. Sun pretty much set tonight. Lights on. Out in front, Colby Davis. Save made there by Beck, and Beck drawing a little contact there with Dom Margella. Able to cover. Plays it forward to Nate Beck. Dylan Seaman, a little touch back for the Mustangs. Eli Mitchell finds it here on the near side to Dylan, and now Eli again. Eli down the near line. Eli Mitchell, nice run here for the Mustangs. In pursuit, Carl Keel. The shot from Eli Mitchell, save made there by Tyler Beck, and the ball deflected out of play for Laurel Highlands corner kick. So the Mustangs, another nice run. Eli Mitchell has done a fantastic job throughout the course of the season creating those runs down the touchline for Laurel Highlands. Seen a couple of them already tonight, and he'll take the corner kick here. Goes all the way through on the backside. Body there by Connor Rapp. Played back to Todd Brown. Brown from 30 yards out will fire it on. A little side spinner there, scooped up by Tyler Beck. Beck a quick boot out. Corralled by Nate Beck. Nate will send it forward. Body there by Braden Steele, but won by Jake Kasuda. Kasuda on the through ball to Trey Manspeaker. Sent wide back on the near side to Nate Beck. Low shot save made by Jacob Campbell. Jacob Campbell, a little roll out now to Braden Steele. And you can tell the winter season not too far away. Some of the fans and the Mustang girls soccer players already wearing the knit caps. Might be some frost this evening into the early morning hours of tomorrow morning. Temperature still rather comfortable out there right now. Match started at 62 degrees, but temperatures expected to drop probably into the 50s already with the sun pretty much set here at Mustang Field. And we have 4:12 left here in the first half. Dylan Seaman picking it back up for the Mustangs. Touches it down on the far side. A little collision there between the Mustangs' Dalmar Gella and Titans defender. No foul called. Ball just goes out of play for Laurel Highlands corner kick. Connor Rapp to take this one from the far side. Mustangs looking for an insurance goal here late in the first half as Rapp sends it into the box. Headed there by Jarrett Davis. And going wide here on the near side. Titans making a late first half change.
This reminder to the Laurel Highlands fans, coming up next after this game, it's girls soccer action as the Mustangs of Laurel Highlands will be hosting Greensburg Central Catholic.
Tyler Beck takes the goal kick, body there by Eli Mitchell. Eli playing a little hacky sack with it. Nice effort there. Sending it forward, and the play whistled off sides. Hand in the air from both the far referee and the keeper from West Mifflin, Tyler Beck. Titans go quickly. Touch there from Jaden Black. Off to Nate Beck. Lob down, played back by Braden Steele. And Braden Steele comes forward here for the Mustangs. Steele with a head of steam. Braden Steele down the far line for Laurel Highlands. Cross out in front. And the ball deflected back. Off of West Mifflin's Dylan Weaver, the freshman defender. Connor Rapp to take another corner kick here for Laurel Highlands with 2:11 left here in the first half. Rapp sends it into the box. Braden Steele looking for it. And the Titans a little poke back. Dylan Seaman retreats. Now comes forward, sends it off to his right again to Braden Steele. Anthony Veltri poking it out of play. Steele will take another throw in. Into Connor Rapp. Sent along to Colby Davis, who crosses out in front. Ball still loose, and the Titans will clear here on the near side. Nice defensive play there by Anthony Veltri. Sending it on to Nate Beck. He'll lob, looking for Braden Stevenson. The denial, though, from Jarrett Davis. Up to Dylan Seaman. Back to Jarrett again. Final 75 seconds of this first half. Seaman near side, Timmy Mahalko. Ball off the body of Jaden Beck. Intercepted by Eli Mitchell. A minute left in the first half. Mitchell fronted by Ethan Bayless. Titans pick it back up. Braden Stevenson there. Todd Brown defending. Brown a little poke back. Down to Connor Rapp on the far side of Margella. And Dom Margella running into Dylan Weaver as the ball goes out of play off the Titans and out. Laurel Highlands trying to go quickly, but a substitution as Jarrett Davis will check out. Jamison Siebert back into the game for the Mustangs. Clock continues to roll. Laurel Highlands on the quick fire back to Todd Brown. This is the area he's dangerous from. Brown from 25 out. Gives back to Margella, and his one-hopper picked up there by Tyler Beck. Titans looking to take one last shot. With 18 seconds left, they'll play it back to center. Mitchell in traffic. Able to win the ball down at 10 seconds left. Mitchell low ball forward, comes through. Off to Connor Rapp, down to 4 seconds left. Keeper all the way out. Rapp still with it, but the clock will expire on Laurel Highlands here in the first half. But the Mustangs will take a 1-0 lead to halftime. And we're back to recap the first half scoring for you in a moment here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
A reminder to everyone, the concession stand is open to sneak on over to get something to eat or drink through our 10-minute intermission. It's all sponsored by the Laurel Highlands boys soccer.
Chesler's Furniture at 601 Pittsburgh Street, Uniontown has been in business since 1950 and has a wide variety of furniture for all of your needs. At Chesler's, they have a wide assortment of living room recliners, kitchen sets, bedroom mattresses, and accessories that can decorate your home for years to come. Choose from many companies including Lazy Boy, Best, King Hickory, Hammery, Lancer, Wildwood, Von Bassett, and White Dove. Chesler's also services what they sell. Stop into Chesler's Fine Furniture, Route 51 north of Uniontown, and see Kim, Christy, Ted, and Rich. They'll be happy to help you with all of your needs. Chesler's Furniture, where customers send their friends.
Tonight's game is being brought to you in part by State Representative Tim Mahoney of the 51st Legislative District. With offices in Uniontown and Chalk Hill, Representative Mahoney is dedicated to providing the best leadership and quality representation to his constituents. He can be reached at 66A Lebanon Avenue in Uniontown, 724-438-6100, and in Chalk Hill at 2925 National Pike, 724-437-2521. Good luck to all of the area teams from State Representative Tim Mahoney of the 51st Legislative District.
You don't have to travel to Pittsburgh to get good representation. We've been doing it since 1976. We've been successful. We can help you right here at home.
We know the nuances of the legal system in Uniontown and Fayette County. We know the nuances of the legal system in Waynesburg and in Washington.
We know the system. We know where the courthouse is, and we know where to park. And at our office, you can park for free.
Davis & Davis, attorneys at law.
We're back here at Mustang Field. The Laurel Highlands boys soccer team a 1-0 lead over the West Mifflin Titans here at halftime. Dylan Rice picking up his first goal of the season, coming off a rebound from a shot taken by Timmy Lucas at the 15:08 mark of the first half. The assist for Timmy Lucas, his 11th assist of the season. Again, Rice picking up his first goal of the season. And the Mustangs a 1-0 lead here at halftime over the West Mifflin Titans. That was the lone goal scored of the first half. If you're watching this game on Atlantic Broadband or Armstrong Cable, we'd like to remind you that South Union Township Sports Network games and programs are now available online. It's easy to find. Just log on to youtube.com and search South Union Television or follow the South Union Township Sports Network on Facebook for program updates. It's facebook.com/South Union TV. Again, here at halftime, it's Laurel Highlands 1, West Mifflin nothing. The second half will come your way next here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Centers for Rehab Services, CRS, a part of UPMC and the Center for Sports Medicine, is a proud sponsor of the South Union Township Sports Network and its coverage of area youth sports. Make Centers for Rehab Services your choice for all of your physical and occupational therapy needs. CRS, located at 160 Wayland Smith Drive, provides physical therapy, occupational therapy, work injury programs, and hand therapy. Valuing patient satisfaction is one of their highest priorities. Centers for Rehab Services offers a patient-centered environment where each patient has an individualized treatment plan developed for their specific needs. They are experts in helping you recover from injuries, increase strength, and build endurance. CRS professionals have become highly skilled through a strong commitment to continuing education and advanced certifications to ensure the most cutting-edge and cost-effective treatment for their patients. Jim Burns, a lifetime Uniontown area resident, is a licensed physical therapist and facility director of the Uniontown location, as well as a field faculty instructor for Duquesne University and for the University of Pittsburgh School of Physical Therapy. He invites you to stop by his state-of-the-art location and discuss your rehabilitation needs. Center for Rehab Services is participating with most insurance plans, including all Highmark products, UPMC Health Plan, and Medicare. Available 5 days a week and offering extended hours for patient convenience. Patients are seen within 24 to 48 hours and walk-ins are always welcome. Patients may also be seen through direct access, which does not require a physician's prescription. CRS worked with physicians and other healthcare providers to help you find relief, live your life again, and get you back into the game. For more information, call CRS at 724-437-7500. Where you treat for physical therapy is always your choice, so ask for Centers for Rehab Services. It's your health, it's your choice.
Sit right down and you hear a tale of a fateful call. You better pay those bills right now or you take a mighty fall. He really didn't know what to do, so he turned to those who did. Zeppeli, Mahalav, and White, your bankruptcy crew, your bankruptcy crew. So no matter how deep in debt you are, if your back's against the wall, Zeppeli, Mahalav, and White, just give them a call.
We're underway with the second half. West Mifflin defending the goal to our right. Laurel Highlands a 1-0 lead over the West Mifflin Titans as Braden Steele sends it forward. Ball over to Nate Beck here on the near side, getting around Steele. Chip forward up to Trey Manspeaker. Deflected back to Jaden Beck, and now Manspeaker again. And cleared out by the Mustangs' Timmy Mahalko. Off to Eli Mitchell on the far line. Touched there by Dylan Seaman. Wide to Braden Steele. Steele trying to make the move around Jaden Black. Centers out in front of the ball, hit the crossbar. From point blank range, Lucas hitting the crossbar. The Mustangs coming oh so close to the insurance goal they're looking for tonight. Now Tyler Beck to take the goal kick. Opening 2 minutes of the second half. Brian Morozak alongside Jerry Dupay here on the South Union Township Sports Network. Laurel Highlands holding a 1-0 lead on a Dylan Rice first half goal. Timmy Lucas picking up that assist. Timmy Mahalko, a little touch forward. Eli Mitchell sending it back to Dylan Seaman. Seaman down the near side, Alec McLay. McLay trying to track it down. Well defended by West Mifflin. And sent out of play here on the near side. Connor Raptor took it back in, looking there for McLay in the box. Played back to Timmy Lucas, and now Dylan Seaman off a deflection. Seaman from about 30 yards out, rotates off to his rights. Looking for reinforcements, gets a little help there from Braden Steele. Looking again for McLay. And poked back out by Jaden Black. Ooh, that ball went off the face there of Anthony Veltri. Eli Mitchell looking to center. The ball off of a Titan and out for Laurel Highlands corner kick. Sent low. Played back to Todd Brown. And Brown's shot just going wide on the far side. That's usually the range Brown scores from, about 30 yards out. Throws those side spinners in there. Sometimes difficult for a keeper to pick up through traffic. Connor Rapp. Off on the far side, Eli Mitchell. Mitchell the cross out in front. McLay there. Can't knock it down. The Titans send it out of play. Sent out by Cameron Catron Short. Todd Brown off to Timmy Mahalko. Lob down Eli Mitchell. And a foul called there on Eli. Making some contact there with Jake Kasuda on the far side. This match still up for grabs. Just a 1-0 lead for Laurel Highlands. Todd Brown over to Braden Steele. Was looking there for Alec McLay. Pass intercepted by Jaden Black. Jarrett Davis playing it back on the Mustang side over to Todd Brown. Eli Mitchell the run through center. Not that time. Sent out by Catherine Shorts. Played along and poked forward here to Nate Beck. Back in traffic coming forward. The denial from Braden Steele and Jarrett Davis. Beck had a little support there from Trey Manspeaker. Titans take the quick throw in here to Beck, who loses it out of play here on the near side. Todd Brown taking the throw in. Headed forward. And last touch going off of Jaden Black and out. McLay on the lob. Chip from Catherine Shorts. Mustangs stay on it. Connor Rapp in open space. Rapp looking for the cross out in front. And the Titans to clear out. Here on the near side. Nice defense from Anthony Veltri. McLay on the quick throw and bodied there by Lucas. Crossed out in front and right back to the keeper, Tyler Beck. Again played back to center. A little header there from Nate Beck. Up to Manspeaker. Braden Steele sending it out of play. Nate Beck to take another throw in. Headed back by Braden Steele. Crossed out in front. And Dylan Seaman finds it in open space. Seaman trying to get around Manspeaker. Will heel it back. Eli Mitchell. Seaman, now Mitchell again. Eli, nice little run here. Getting the support from Dylan Seaman. Those two slowly making their way down the pitch. It's Mitchell now. Looking there for Davis. Titans a little deflection back. Seaman back on it for Laurel Highlands. Dances back to his right. Low ball forward. Davis finds it. Resets there to Timmy Lucas. Back to Todd Brown. Mustang some nifty footwork trying to come forward here. Alec McLean. Some pressure there on Nate Beck. Beck plays it back to Braden Steele of Laurel Highlands. Slow it off to Timmy Mahalco. Fronted there by Mason Bayless. Seaman the push along. Colby Davis played a little hacky sack with it. Rapp sent it forward. But the Titans play it out. Onto Manspeaker's foot. Davis another denial. That's Jarrett Davis of Laurel Highlands off to Todd Brown. Off the body of Carl Keel. Keel able to knock it down, try to come forward, but the Mustangs. Timmy Lucas finds it. Chips it over to Alec McLay. Keeps it in on the near side. McLay looking for the cross back. Knocked down there by Jaden Black. And out of play on the near side. We a throw in here for McLay. Into the box. Coming through. Knocked down by Colby Davis, but then sent out again by Wes Mifflin. Back up to Manspeaker. And deflected over on the near side to Nate Beck. Carl Keel trying to help it along. Mustangs deflected out. Keel will take another throw in. 31:50 left in regulation. Still a 1-0 game in favor of Laurel Highlands over West Mifflin. There's Beck again through center. Down the near side to Manspeaker. Tiptoes the near line. Plays it back to Beck, who sends it high in the air. Ball go out of play for Laurel Highlands goal kick. Jacob Campbell will put it down. And this is the second to last regular season game for the Laurel Highlands boys soccer team. They have qualified for the WPIAL playoffs. As we mentioned during the first half, the Laurel Highlands girls have also qualified for the WPIAL playoffs. For the boys, they're in the postseason now 4 of the last 5 years. And for the girls, it's their first time in the postseason since the 2001 season. It's been 15 years since the Laurel Highlands girls have played a playoff girls soccer game, and nice to see them in during the 2016 campaign when we plan to bring you all of the Laurel Highlands boys and girls playoff soccer games here on the South Union Township Sports Network. Beck plays it back to center. Manspeaker heads it along. The ball goes off of West Mifflin and out. Last touch there by Nate Beck. It's all in the family on this West Mifflin team. You have John and Kerry Davies as Timmy Lucas makes a nice run here. Contact in the box. Nothing called as Lucas runs into Anthony Veltri. You also have Nathan and Ethan Bayless. Nate and Tyler Beck. And a foul called here on the Mustangs. You can hear the Laurel Highlands faithful not liking the call. And Nate Beck will take this free kick from 52 yards out. A chip at top of the 18, played out by Jarrett Davis. Titans, though, keep possession. Nate Beck again. This one just going wide on the far side. Jacob Campbell letting it float left to the goal. We'll have a couple of changes out on the field. And we'll take a quick timeout. 1-0 Mustangs over the Titans here on the South Union Township Sports Network. We're back here at Mustang Field. Jacob Campbell, just a little touch over to Timmy Mahalko on the far side. 29 minutes of regulation soccer left. Laurel Highlands leading West Mifflin by a score of 1-0. Nice sunset tonight. Just a little light in the sky.
Re-entry for West Mifflin, number 31, Zachary Schmood.
Zachary Schmood seeing his first match action on the Titans side. The senior wearing number 31. Todd Brown playing it all the way back. And on a line drive, Tyler Beck says thank you very much. And he'll roll it out on the far side for the Titans. Veltri down the far touchline and out. Timmy Mahalko to take the throw in. Eli Mitchell forward there to Timmy Lucas. Touches it off to Dylan Seaman. Pressured there by Braden Stevenson. Ball goes off of Stevenson and out. And Dylan Seaman will fire it into Todd Brown. Healed back there to Timmy Mahalko. Mahalko a little line drive forward, trying to send it through to Connor Rapp. Never got back. Carl Keel settles it down and sending it forward is Caterin Shorts. Looking there for Manspeaker, played back out by Braden Steele of Laurel Highlands down the near line. And here's Connor Rapp with another nice run in open space. Rapp the cross, far side. Ball still loose and sent out by Anthony Veltri. Denying Colby Davis on the far post for the Mustangs. And Davis, who scored 5 against Albert Gallatin 2 matches ago, was denied several times in Laurel Highlands' last match against Uniontown, and so far has had a tough night on the offensive side here tonight. Davis trying to make some history here at Laurel Highlands. We mentioned he's 5th all-time as far as goals in a single season with 25. Trying to up that total here late in the season, and he's struggled to do so over the last couple of games. That ball off the body of Braden Steele and deflected out. Nate Beck to take another throw in here for West Mifflin. They'll make another change. Trey Manspeaker checking out. And back into the game, Ethan Bayless, number 7.
Re-entry for West Mifflin, number 7, Ethan Bayless.
Braden Steele, the poke forward, looking there for Alec McLay, headed by Timmy Lucas. Back to McLay, top of the 18, fires, and again, one hops into Tyler Beck. McLay not getting as much of that shot as he hoped for. Dylan Seaman able to get around Caterin Shorts. Up to Connor Rapp. To his left again to Dylan Seaman. Seaman down the far side. Eli Mitchell trying to track it down. Ball off of Laurel Highlands and out. And Zachary Schmood will take the throw in. Now he'll give way to Jake Kasuda. Kasuda on the lob. Schmood in the vicinity. Trying to win it away from Eli Mitchell. And the foul called here on Mitchell and the Mustangs. Joe Scioli also seeing his first match action on the West Mifflin side. Dylan Weaver there. Pressured by Eli Mitchell. Up to Timmy Lucas. Lucas reverses, goes near side. Flips down Alec McLay, but he flipped too far. And out for another Titans throw-in. Lucas some pressure. Ball pokes free. Davis finds it again, just goes wide. Lucas again doing a nice job to create. And Davis over his last 2 can't buy a goal. Really hard to criticize the goal scoring of a kid who's poured in 25 though already this season. And the 5th highest total in a single season ever here at Laurel Highlands. Rapp sending that high and wide on the far side. We're down at 24:01 left here in regulation time. Still a 1-0 lead for Laurel Highlands over West Mifflin. It's kind of a ho-hum match most of the way. We've had a couple of scoring opportunities, but a lot of this game really played through the midfield. I guess you might expect it, a late season non-conference game. Again, West Mifflin will not be in the playoffs this year. And Laurel Highlands probably has their eyes more on their conference showdown game at Ringgold for second place in the conference on Saturday than worried as much about the match tonight against West Mifflin. But this match, of course, on the schedule, and you still have to get a win if you want to end up in the top half of the bracket for the WPIAL playoffs. Of course, those pairings will be out next week. You can't afford any type of a slip-up against a team that entered this match at 3-11-2 on the season. Have to still take care of business, and Lucas sending down Joe Scioli. Lucas has to be careful not to get carded for that. More like a body check there from Lucas. And Jake Kasuda will take the free kick here for West Mifflin from 45 yards out. So if you're Laurel Highlands, you'd like to get an insurance goal right now and pretty much get in a park the bus mode and get out of here with a win. And Titans still very much in striking range with the ball in the Mustang box. And there's a dangerous shot, one hopping back to the keeper, Jake Campbell, taken there by Jaden Black. And this is the point of the match. You really have to be careful if you're Laurel Highlands. West Mifflin again trying to create some activity here. Top of the box, low shot fired on, and a diving save made by Jacob Campbell on Jaden Black. And Black, a lot of velocity on that shot. And Campbell the denial, and that's just what I was talking about. Leave guys open, top of the 18. Even with a little frontal coverage there. And generate a good scoring opportunity. Laurel Highlands was in a similar position in their last match against Uniontown. Had a 1-0 lead through about 60 minutes of soccer before they exploded with 3 late second half goals. But in that match, Laurel Highlands showed a little more offensive firepower. They had 30 shots on goal. That has not been the case tonight. Again, this game, for the most part, has been played in the midfield as Dylan Rice checks into the game for Alec McLeay. With Braden Steele getting set to take the throw in here for the Mustangs. And you can't get too aggressive offensively. Again, if the lead at only 1, you want to get that second goal, but you don't want to throw men forward and then risk the possibility of conceding on the back half. That could have been dangerous on the West Mifflin side. Headed back by Dylan Weaver, right back to the keeper, Tyler Beck. And a couple of Mustangs on the doorstep. Right back to center again. Eli Mitchell finds it there for Laurel Highlands. Up to Timmy Lucas. One off the ball by Anthony Veltri. West Mifflin a little run forward here. Caterin Short trying to center. Knocking it down is Veltri again. On a clear out, Braden Steele bodied there by Dylan Seaman. Hacky sacks around a defender. Forward to Eli Mitchell. Up to Colby Davis on the run, but the ball will roll back once again to Tyler Beck. It's well defended by Ethan Bayless, the Titans senior. More than midway through the second half, Braden Stevenson, the son of West Mifflin Athletic Director Scott Stevenson. A little pressure there. Ball play to Jake Campbell. Now Connor Rapp. Rapp dancing around Jake Kasuda. Down to Eli Mitchell, far touchline. Mustangs will open space on the cross. And again, knocked down by Tyler Beck. Again, Seaman at center. Played back to Todd Brown. Now Jarrett Davis. Braden Steele again. Titans find it in open space. Scioli plays it back. Sent back up to Caterin Shorts. Now for a little deflection. Ball comes free. Timmy Lucas says thank you very much. Heels it off to Connor Rapp. Rapp looking to reverse back to his left. Now back to his right again. Throws the body there a little bit with Kasuda. Up to Seaman. On the flip up, Timmy Lucas in open space. Fires! Ball hit the crossbar. It also struck the football crossbar. So ruled out of play. So the Mustangs unable to capitalize on a possible rebound there. After Lucas managed to find both crossbars on a single shot. Now Tyler Beck will take the goal kick with 18:08 left here in the second half. And Laurel Highlands still hanging on to a 1-goal lead. Run forward here and the clear outs as Jarrett Davis with the denial of Braden Stevenson. But it will be a West Mifflin corner kick. It's another situation. If you're Laurel Highlands, you got to be careful defensively.
Mason Bayless.
Mason Bayless back into the match on the West Mifflin side. Lobbed into the box. On the backside, tracked down by Bayless. Played back to Dylan Weaver. West Mifflin keeping possession. Nate Beck now. He'll fire, and Campbell, a diving save. Jacob Campbell, who entered the match with 6 clean sheets on the season, looking for number 7 tonight. Had a couple of nice saves. Certainly has been more active than he was against Uniontown. And the Mustangs are run back. Dylan Rice on the center. Colby Davis on the doorstep. But Tyler Beck making another save on the West Mifflin side. Ball pinballing around here in the midfield. Connor Rapp will send it back to Todd Brown. Low back to Rapp, off to his left to Dylan Seaman. Seaman coming forward. Nice move around Dylan Weaver. And the cross out in front. And Connor Rapp's shot was deflected and just going wide. So Laurel Highlands, another nice opportunity. Dylan Rice also involved on the offensive side. Of course, he scored Laurel Highlands' lone goal of the match. Laurel Highlands is looking for the knockout blow right now, up 1-0. Timmy Mahalko on the far side. Colby Davis, nice little dance around. Forward to Eli Mitchell. Back to Davis, got to finish here. Save made again by Tyler Beck. Davis with his hands on his head saying, hey, what do I have to do to get a goal over the last couple of matches?
To the press box as soon as possible, please. Thank you.
Mustangs another opportunity here off the corner kick. Davis another deflection, comes all the way through. Dylan Rice knocks it down. Ball still loose, top of the box. Titans a little poke outs. Braden Steele trying to keep it in the zone for Laurel Highlands, but West Mifflin will play it back to center. Todd Brown bodies Braden Stevenson off the ball. Sent wide on the near side, looking there for Dylan Rice. The ball out of play. Our final regular season soccer broadcast of the year will be the Laurel Highlands girls game against Belle Vernon. The Laurel Highlands girls an opportunity to pick up 3rd place in the conference, taking on the Belle Vernon Leopards. Look for replays of that game soon as well here on the South Union Township Sports Network, whether you're watching on Atlantic Broadband, Armstrong Cable, or on our YouTube page. Just search South Union Television or follow the South Union Township Sports Network on Facebook, Facebook.com/South Union TV for program updates. Todd Brown back through center. Forward to Colby Davis. Davis, a little body contact there with Ethan Bayless, and Bayless sends it out of play. Mustangs keep possession. They'll go in a hurry here. Eli Mitchell, far side, again collides with Ethan Bayless. Bayless bouncing around off a couple of Mustangs out there. That time the ball off of Laurel Highlands and out. We had Tyler Beck goal kick with 13:35 left in regulation time. Still 1-0 Laurel Highlands over West Mifflin. Eli Mitchell taking this throw-in into Colby Davis. Eli again. Now Davis back to Dylan Seaman. Davis again, dances top of the box, off to Lucas. Looking for the give and go to Davis, never got back to Colby. Ethan Bayless on the defense again on the Titans side. Mustangs take another quick throw-in. Lobbed again, top of the 18. More like a pinball out there. Davis looking for, trying to slice his way through defenders. Not this time. Titans again send it out. Timmy Mahalka looking for a quick throw and needs to find the ball first. Has it now. Lobs it back in, headed along by Mitchell. Off to Davis again in the box, and it went off of Davis and out. Carl Keel and Jaden Black there defensively for the Titans on the play. Tyler Beck again back to center, headed there by Lucas. Letting it float out of play is Dylan Weaver. 12-12 left in regulation time. Just a 1-0 lead for Laurel Highlands over West Mifflin. Brian Morozak alongside Jerry Dupay tonight on the South Union Township Sports Network. Might hear public address announcer Barry Rosner in the background. Nice to have Barry with us here in the press box again for this late regular season non-conference game between Laurel Highlands and West Mifflin. Timmy Lucas, low shot going wide on the far side. Really nice to see the positive upturn on both Laurel Highlands soccer programs. Again, the boys now in the playoffs for the last 5 years. Girls in the playoffs for the first time in 15 years. Nice to see things going in the right direction with the Laurel Highlands soccer programs this year. And I think a lot of it has to do over the last couple of years in South Union Township. An emphasis on the youth programs in the winter. These kids working hard throughout the season to stay fit, stay in shape. And we're seeing a lot of production out on the field. We see a lot of these youngsters starting at ages 4 and 5 up through 13 and 14-year-olds playing indoor soccer in the winter, and it certainly helps sharpen their skills for the high school game. As Laurel Highlands, both boys and girls programs, I think we're going to see plenty of more playoff appearances in the years to come on both sides. Both of these teams still relatively young. The Laurel Highlands girls, only one senior, that Amanda Means in their lineup. And the Laurel Highlands boys will just lose Timmy Mahalko, Jarrett Davis, and Timmy Lucas to graduation. So they'll have plenty back for the 2017 campaign as well. They're not worried too much about 2017 yet. They want to take care of business here in 2016. Make a deep WPIAL playoff run. They need to hold off West Mifflin, though, first tonight. 10 minutes of soccer left. Mustangs just clinging to a 1-0 lead.
17, Anthony Veltri.
Anthony Veltri back into the match for West Mifflin, along with Carl Keel. Anthony Veltri taking the throw in here. Connor Rapp finding it. Play on side, so Timmy Lucas, keeper out. The ball goes off of Beck. Loose out in front. Lucas hits the football crossbar again. Laurel Highlands maybe trying to go a little bit too quickly there. They had Beck out of the net, making a very aggressive play. Got beat. But Lucas firing it high, saved Beck and kept this at a 1-goal game. 9 minutes now to play. Mustangs have to watch the backside as well. Rapp a nice find there off to Dylan Seaman. Seaman reverses back now on the near side, chips it forward to Connor Rapp. Play on sides. Rapp, though, needs to track it down. Rapp near corner. Keeps it in play. Sends it back to Dylan Rice. Rice on the cross out in front. Reset to Lucas, who finds the back of the net here. Finally, the Mustangs get their insurance goal. It comes from Timmy Lucas. His 13th goal of the season, increasing the Laurel Highlands lead to 2-0 with 8:29 left here in the second half. We'll take a quick timeout here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
Back here at Mustang Field, Timmy Lucas picking up his second point of the match, assisted on Dylan Rice's goal. At the 15:08 mark of the first half, now picks up his 13th goal of the season. Here with 8:20 left. Titans said, hey, we're not going away yet. I'm going to run back from Caterin short. Quick denial, though, from Laurel Highlands. And now if you're the Mustangs, you can get back into park the bus mode. You're up 8 minutes left. And you have Jacob Campbell in net looking for his 7th clean sheet of the season. Laurel Highlands really on a positive run here late in the year, and if they can cap it off with a win on the road at Ringgold, they'll have plenty of momentum entering the WPIAL playoffs. I think they should find themselves in the top 8 as far as the playoff seeds go. They can pick up a win over Ringgold and get sole possession of second place in the conference. A win tonight will improve Laurel Highlands to 12-4-1 overall. They managed to keep the Titans off the scoreboard here in the final 7.5 minutes. It'll be the third shutout in a row for the Mustangs, as well as Alec McLay re-enters the game, and also Laurel Highlands' 6th straight win. They got on this winning run after a 3-2 loss against Bell Vernon back on September the 27th. They've reeled off some nice wins here late in the season, buzzing again in the Titan zone. Wins over Trinity, Southmoreland, Ringgold by a score of 3-2. So the Mustangs have already shown they can beat the Rams this season. Albert Gallatin 10-0, and then Uniontown 4-0. Up here 2-0 with 6:36 left. The Mustangs have been ousted only 4 times all season long, one in a non-conference game against Thomas Jefferson by a score of 3-0. And TJ, well, they're a pretty solid team. They're 15-1 on the season, so can't hang your heads at that loss at all. A team that's lost only 1 match all year, and they're 9-1 in Section 4 in AAA. That's West Mifflin's conference. 2 losses were against Bell Vernon. By scores of 3-2 and 3-1. He carried both of those matches for you here on the South Union Township Sports Network. The other loss in a non-conference game against a Quad A opponent in Connellsville by a score of 3-2. So really no bad losses at all for Laurel Highlands. They also had a 2-2 draw at Elizabeth Forward back in September. They're playing a win and up 2-0 here. Trying to add to it, Timmy Lucas down the far touchline. Mustangs a 3-on-2 coming back. Lucas, low shot, and the save made there by Tyler Beck. And an injured West Mifflin player down at midfield. With 5:10 left in this match, Laurel Highlands up by a score of 2-0. We'll take a quick timeout here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Davis and Davis, helping the injured.
If you're injured in an accident, after you address the medical problems, you're going to be faced with numerous questions concerning who's going to pay your medical bills, your property damage, the wages that you might be losing if you can't go to work. These are things that you need counsel for.
That your income is protected, that your bills are paid, that your family's taken care of. We've been doing this since 1976. We've helped injured people. We can help you.
Davis and Davis, attorneys at law.
Chesler's Furniture at 601 Pittsburgh Street, Uniontown has been in business since 1950 and has a wide variety of furniture for all of your needs. At Chesler's, they have a wide assortment of living room recliners, kitchen sets, bedroom mattresses, and accessories that can decorate your home for years to come. Choose from many companies including Lazy Boy, Best, King Hickory, Hammery, Lancer, Wildwood, Von Bassett, and White Dove. Chesler's also services what they sell. Stop into Chesler's Fine Furniture, Route 51 north of Uniontown, and see Kim, Christy, Ted, and Rich. They'll be happy to help you with all of your needs. Chesler's Furniture, where customers send their friends.
We're back here at Mustang Field. Jake Kasuda was the injured West Mifflin Titan. He was able to walk off the field under his own power. Ball will be sent back here to Tyler Beck. And we'll get the clock rolling again. Braden Steele, another chip.
Re-entry for
A little header there from Ethan Bayless.
number 25, Dylan Weaver. Also number 31, Zachary Smood.
Dylan Weaver and Zach Schmood just entered the match. On the West Mifflin side. And top of the box, shot blocked. Was taken there by Connor Rapp. And Titans a nice little run back. Zachary Schmood trying to go low. Denial from Braden Steele. Dylan Weaver making a little contact there, but Dylan Seaman finding a loose ball. Had a chance to talk to Dylan's grandfather up here in the press box before the start of the match. Certainly excited about the season his grandson has had. Dylan only a sophomore, 4 goals and 8 assists on the season. There's Colby Davis in the box, tripped up. Mustangs pleading for a foul. They're not going to get it. We've seen this match called relatively loose throughout the course of the evening. Mustangs make a couple of defensive changes here. Timmy Mahalko and Jared Davis exiting the match. Jamison Siebert checking in. And I believe Jerry Freiter, the other Mustang, to re-enter. Or number 4 on the far side. Freiter, a junior. Siebert also a junior. Big junior class for Laurel Highlands. Senior night next year will be a long night.
Re-entry for Laurel Highlands, number 30, Jamison Siebert. Also number 4, Jerry Freiter. And into the game, number 12, Luciano McElprang.
Luciano McElprang also in on the Laurel Highlands side. Barry Rosner might want to start resting his vocal cords for next year's senior night already. All those juniors in the Mustang lineup this season. Of course, a little busy senior night here for the Laurel Highlands Uniontown football game as well. With most of the Mustang smaller sports that don't play here at Mustang Field. Also getting honored along with the football team. They'll probably honor the band seniors as well. Braden Steele going low, going through. Colby Davis down to the final 2 minutes and 15 seconds of this match. Ethan Bayless will take the throw-in. Into Cameron Caterin shorts. Off of Steele's body. Played along by Todd Brown. Eli Mitchell on the run. Up to Davis. Again, contact in the box as he fell over Cameron Caterin shorts. Rolled incidental. 1:45 now left. Mustangs a 2-goal lead. Here's Davis again in the box, looking for his 26th goal of the season. Save made there by Beck. Back to Seaman again. McElprang just going high. The sophomore McElprang came very close to picking up his first goal of the season. We saw Dylan Rice pick up his first of the season earlier on in this match. And McElprang, who just entered, late second half substitute, almost found the back of the net as well. Down to a minute left as Dylan Seaman dances on the far side. Stevenson finds the ball there for the Titans. Again, Laurel Highlands will improve to 12-4-1 overall with the win. Loss will drop the Titans to 3-12-2. What turned out to be a pretty tight match here tonight. Colby Davis, another late run here for the Mustangs. Davis trying to reverse his way into the box. Centers out in front. Connor Rapp is there. Back to his left and into the back of the net for the goal. Connor Rapp the goal. Colby Davis the assist for Rapp. It's his third goal of the season.
28, Connor Rapp.
Colby Davis picking up his 9th assist. The goal coming with 29 seconds left here in the match, increasing Laurel Highlands' lead to 3-0. So Dylan Rice, Timmy Lucas, and Connor Rapp, your goal scorers tonight. Lucas finishes with a goal and an assist. Rice picks up his first goal of the season. Lucas is 13th, and Rapp is 3rd. And the Mustangs will extend their winning streak now to 6. Entering their final regular season game of the year against the Ringgold Rams, who again they defeated earlier on this season here at Laurel Highlands High School by a score of 3-2. A little late pushing and shoving here. Not the way we want to end this match, guys. The players will back out, and that'll do it. The Mustangs a 3-0 win over West Mifflin tonight.
And that is our ball game. The final
Tonight's game was brought to you as a joint cooperative venture featuring Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott, Atlantic Broadband, Armstrong Cable, and our friends at CUTV, including Gary Smith. Again, your final score, Laurel Highlands 3 and West Mifflin 0. I'm Brian Morozak with Jerry Dupay. This has been a South Union Township Sports Network presentation. So, everybody.
For a big game at Ringgold in the afternoon.